Deep in the lush, remote forests of Central Africa lives a remarkable creature that remained hidden from the scientific world for a very long time. It was not until 1929, a surprisingly late date for discovering a large mammal, that scientists officially identified this ape as a unique species. At first, they were mistakenly called pygmy chimpanzees because they appeared slightly more slender than their well-known cousins. However, further study revealed they were not just smaller versions of chimpanzees, but an entirely different species with their own distinct behaviors and social structures. The name bonobo eventually became the accepted term, giving this special ape its proper place in the animal kingdom and sparking decades of fascination and research into what makes them so different. When we look at the great family tree of life, bonobos hold a very special position right next to us. Along with chimpanzees, they are our closest living relatives in the entire animal world. Our shared lineage with the bonobo and chimpanzee branches split from a common ancestor around 7 million years ago, a relatively short time in the grand scale of evolution. This close genetic connection means that studying bonobos is like looking into a living mirror, reflecting parts of our own ancient past. It is important to remember that they are great apes, just like gorillas, orangutans, and us, and not monkeys. Their advanced intelligence and complex social lives place them in a very exclusive group of animals who share a profound link to humanity's own origins. At a glance, a bonobo might look very much like a chimpanzee, but there are subtle and consistent differences in their appearance that set them apart. Bonobos generally have a more slender build, with longer legs and a narrower frame than their more robust chimpanzee relatives. Their faces also have a unique look, often characterized by a higher forehead and pink lips that stand out against their dark faces. Perhaps most distinctively, bonobos have fine black hair that is often neatly parted down the middle of their heads, giving them a very recognizable and almost sophisticated appearance. These physical traits are more than just cosmetic. They are the outward signs of a species that has followed a separate evolutionary path, shaped by a different environment and a unique way of life. Living exclusively in the Democratic Republic of Congo, south of the Congo River, bonobos have adapted to a life deep within the rainforest canopy. This powerful river has acted as a natural barrier for thousands of years, preventing them from mixing with the chimpanzee populations that live on the northern side. This geographical isolation is a key reason why bonobos evolved their own special characteristics. They live in social groups that can range in size, spending their days foraging for fruit, leaves, and other plant matter. Their world is one of rich biodiversity, a peaceful existence centered around cooperation and social bonding, a stark contrast to the often more competitive and aggressive societies found among their chimpanzee cousins across the river. The intelligence of bonobos is truly extraordinary, and no individual demonstrates this better than a famous bonobo named Kanzi. Living at a research center, Kanzi has shown a level of understanding and skill that has amazed scientists and the public alike. He learned to communicate using a special keyboard with symbols called lexigrams, and understands hundreds of spoken English words. His abilities go far beyond simple communication, however. Kanzi has been observed starting his own fires by carefully gathering twigs and using a lighter. He can then cook his own food, such as hamburgers in a frying pan, and has even shown a clear enjoyment for roasting marshmallows over the flames, just as a human might do on a camping trip. Kanzi's remarkable cognitive skills extend into the digital world as well, showcasing a surprising aptitude for modern technology. In one famous demonstration, he was taught how to play the classic arcade game, Pac-Man. To the astonishment of researchers, Kanzi quickly grasped the game's objective. He skillfully used a joystick to guide the Pac-Man character around the maze, understanding that he needed to eat all the small dots to advance to the next level. This task alone is impressive, but Kanzi demonstrated an even deeper level of understanding. He learned that he had to avoid the colorful ghosts when they were chasing him, but he also understood that he could turn the tables and chase them after eating one of the larger power pellets. This ability to play a video game reveals a sophisticated level of thinking. It shows that Kanzi is not just randomly moving the joystick, but is actively making decisions based on changing rules within the game. He can process information, understand cause and effect, and adapt his strategy in real time. This requires complex problem-solving skills and a level of abstract thought that was once believed to be unique to humans. Kanzi's Pac-Man adventures are more than just a fun trick. They provide a powerful window into the mind of a bonobo. showing us that the intellectual gap between our species and our closest relatives may be much smaller than we have long assumed. His skills challenge our definitions of intelligence itself. The story of Kanzi is a testament to the deep cognitive potential that lies within bonobos. His ability to learn language, use tools, create fire, and even master a video game forces us to reconsider what it means to be intelligent. These behaviors are not simple mimicry. They are demonstrations of genuine comprehension, planning, and problem-solving. By studying individuals like Kanzi, we gain invaluable insights into the evolution of our own minds. We see reflections of the cognitive building blocks that led to human culture, technology, and language. Kanzi, the Pac-Man playing bonobo, serves as a powerful and humble reminder that we are not alone in our capacity for complex thought on this planet. One of the most fascinating aspects of bonobo life is their unique social structure, which is completely different from that of chimpanzees. While chimpanzee societies are often dominated by powerful and sometimes aggressive males, bonobo society is matriarchal, meaning the females are in charge. This female-led dynamic creates a profoundly different atmosphere within the group, one that is largely peaceful and cooperative. The highest-ranking individual in a bonobo community is almost always a female, and she, along with other senior females, sets the tone for the entire group. This system ensures that conflicts are resolved with minimal violence, and that resources, like food, are shared more equitably among all members. The foundation of this female power lies in the strong alliances they form with one another. Unlike in many other species where female bonds are based on family ties, female bonobos form powerful coalitions, even with individuals to whom they are not related. When a young female bonobo reaches maturity, she will typically leave her birth group and join a new one. To integrate herself, she will focus on building strong relationships with the resident females, particularly the older, more established ones. These alliances are the key to their collective power. If a male becomes too aggressive or tries to dominate the group, the united females will quickly band together to put him in his place, ensuring that peace is maintained. This sisterhood is strengthened through constant social interaction and bonding activities. The females spend a great deal of time grooming each other, sharing food, and supporting one another in raising their young. One of the most famous bonding behaviors among female bonobos is called genitogenital rubbing, or GG rubbing. This behavior, which involves rubbing their genitals together, serves to reduce tension and reinforce their social alliances. It is a cornerstone of their relationships, creating a tight-knit network of support that makes the female collective an unbreakable force within the community. This focus on female cooperation is a key reason why bonobo society is so peaceful compared to that of other primates. The sons of high-ranking females also benefit greatly from this matriarchal system. While males can never achieve the highest status in the group, a male's rank is heavily influenced by his mother's position. A mother will support her son in disputes and help him gain access to food and mating opportunities. However, this support has its limits. She will not tolerate aggressive behavior from him that disrupts the harmony of the group. In this way, the female-led structure shapes the behavior of every individual, promoting cooperation and keeping aggression in check. It is a society built not on brute strength, but on the power of social connection and female solidarity, offering a remarkable model of peaceful coexistence. Bonobos are perhaps most famous for their extraordinary motto, "Make love, not war." This phrase perfectly captures their unique approach to social life, where they use sexual behavior as a powerful tool to maintain peace, resolve conflicts, and strengthen social bonds. Unlike almost every other animal, bonobos have largely separated sex from the act of reproduction. For them, it is a form of social currency, a way to say hello, to apologize after a disagreement, or to calm nerves before sharing a desirable food source. This behavior is so frequent and casual that it has earned them the nickname hippie chimps, and it is fundamental to the harmony of their communities. The range of their sexual interactions is incredibly diverse and inclusive. Bonobos are essentially bisexual, engaging in sexual activities with both same-sex and opposite-sex partners. These encounters are not limited by age or social rank. Young bonobos and old bonobos, males and females, all participate. They have even been observed French kissing and using the missionary position, behaviors that are extremely rare in the non-human animal kingdom. These interactions are typically very brief, often lasting only about 15 seconds, and serve more as a handshake or a hug would in human society. It is a quick and effective method for diffusing any potential tension before it can escalate into a real fight. This use of sex for peacemaking is most evident in situations that might lead to conflict in other species. For example, if two bonobos approach a branch laden with delicious fruit, their excitement and potential for competition are often eased through a brief sexual encounter before they begin to eat. This simple act reduces aggression and allows them to share the food peacefully. Similarly, after a rare squabble or dispute, the individuals involved will often reconcile through sexual contact, effectively erasing any lingering hostility. This behavior replaces the need for violence and establishes a social environment where cooperation is the default response to stress, not conflict. By observing the bonobo way of life, we can learn a profound lesson about the nature of peace and cooperation. Their society shows us that aggression is not an inevitable outcome of social living. They have evolved a different, more gentle path, one that prioritizes social harmony above individual dominance. Their use of affection and sexual contact to manage relationships and prevent violence provides a fascinating contrast to many other animal societies, including our own at times. The bonobo reminds us that there are alternative strategies for resolving conflict, and that building strong, positive relationships is a powerful foundation for a peaceful existence. They truly are a special species, offering a hopeful glimpse into the power of making love, not war.